Dementia Researcher with a blog and a rating.
Finding your cheer team, maintaining resilience in academia. I had a conversation with the relative of a person with dementia today that went something like this. Her: so this must be a really great grant you have, right? Me: her, because our son is in academia and so we know what you're doing is important and you've obviously got a decent grant. Me: her, and we know how difficult it is to get grants. Me: yeah, it is. Her: and competitive. Me: it might have been a bit of luck, to be honest. Her: I don't think so. You're doing a really exciting piece of research and it's brilliant. Me: thank you. Her: no, seriously, thank you. We're so inspired to be part of it. It's really positive. Me: but thank you for being part of it. Immediately following this interaction, I asked myself, why can't I say out loud that I have a pretty awesome fellowship? 2, I am so lucky to have a cheer team that makes me feel I am on the right track. This conversation outlined above follows a week of lots of similar interactions. On Tuesday, I presented at the PPA support group, the Primary Progressive Aphasia support group meeting, asking for people who might be interested in joining my patient and public involvement reference group and co-production groups. As I introduced myself and my work, I mentioned casually, I've been given a bit of money to do some research. After I'd spoken, my colleague and mentor stood up to introduce the next section, Professor Warren, and informed the audience that I was being modest and I actually have a rather large fellowship. A few attendees then approached me to congratulate me on this during the refreshment break, all of whom are people I know relatively well, but I hadn't felt able to tell them about the award. So why can't I say it out loud? Perhaps some of this comes from a sense of conflict. I work as a speech and language therapist 1 day a week, and I don't want to, nor should I, mention this in that world. The NHS is exhausting. Clinicians work tirelessly to try to deliver clinical services. This often feels like a bit of a thankless job, especially when you don't have a permanently funded service, nor enough staff, and yet clients depend on that service. It can be a real battle. Secondly, I'm super conscious that some colleagues may not appreciate hearing about my award. I spent a fair bit of time applying for grants I've been rejected from. Others have also spent a similar or more time being rejected. Rejection is hard work. It is tiring. You don't want other people rubbing your nose in it while you're still running. I mean, you never get finishers walking back down the track in a marathon, showing off their finishers' medals to the runners that are still going. This would be extremely unsportsman or unsportswoman-like. Hearing other people tell me about my award feels fantastic. It makes me feel that my work has value. It also gives me energy, motivation, and importantly, resilience. This week has made me think that I need to, 1, surround myself with a cheer team, and 2, I might need to practice saying it out loud. Here goes. I have an NIHR Advanced Fellowship. Eek!
Thank you for listening. Join the Dementia Research bloggers and share your own views.